Hi there and welcome to another portion of infotainment. This video counts towards your 5 a day. What's the most profoundly beautiful piece of music you have ever listened to? I am listening to all of these and will be compiling a playlist in the next few days. All of these pieces are very impressive so far, and I will be honest that I was expecting a Rickroll or two. If anyone wants a few from my own experiences, Max Richter, Path 17 Philip Glass, Etude No. 2 Ludovico Einaudi, Night Nora, Water Ripples Mozart, Requiem, K. 626. Lacrimosa. Clair de Lune by Debussy is, without a doubt, the most beautiful thing I have heard. Remember to always finish on the Bach, never on Debussy. A man of culture I see. Nocturne Opus 9 No. 2. That is actually my favorite piece by Chopin. I can't hear Chopin without thinking of Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday saying, you know, Frederick effing Chopin? Not into opera at all, but Ne Soon Dorma by Pavarotti makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. On the back of this I took my mum to see an open-air Philharmonic orchestra and it blew me away. If you've not seen one, trust me, go for it. I want to make this short, but a good friend of mine is a S vocalist and he does Ne Soon Dorma very well, but Teresa video of Pavarotti, he'll post the link of him singing. It's not long before his death. And he was very ill at the time, but he still pushed out a huge performance, and I believe when he hit that last note, right after he throws his arms up, and, if you look at his face, that he is completely at peace. Lacrimosa. I believe it was the last of Mozart's compositions. He wrote it as he was dying, which is very evident in the Requiem. Mozart Requiem is an absolute masterpiece, and the Lacrimosa in particular never fails to bring me to tears. I can't imagine having music like that living inside your head and bringing it to fruition. The music living inside Mozart's head was so well formed that he was able to transcribe a song never heard outside of the Vatican after only hearing it twice. Debussy's Deux Arabesques. Absolutely gorgeous piece of music. Yep. I love Clair de Lune and all, but the first time I heard the first arabesque, I just felt an overwhelming sense of peace and calm. It's a truly beautiful piece, and I hope to learn how to play it someday. Eric Satie, Gymnopédie No. 1. Good answer. Something haunting and melancholic and yet beautiful about that piece. Wistful nostalgic. Thanks for reminding me of it. Jupiter from the Planets by Holst genuinely makes me cry. Had the pleasure of playing Jupiter in my high school orchestra. It's one of the most magical memories I have of those 4 godforsaken years. I'm so jealous, I've always wanted to okay it. The top band at my old high school played it my junior year, but I didn't get into the top band until my senior year, so I just missed it. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, Pink Floyd. It was a farewell, an acknowledgement if you would, of their original guitarist Syd Barrett having quite literally lost himself to psychedelic drugs. He at 21 to 22 got famous and started taking pooploads of LSD, just all the time high as a kite. He stopped showing up to rehearsals, stopped contacting them, and it reached a point where they realized they needed to cut him out, as he was a decision maker in the group as well. The entire album is incredible, and I believe in its entirety a farewell to Barrett, but Shine On, Parts 1 and 2, it's the first and last song, is just a beautiful, mostly instrumental lamentation of their lost friend, that they know they'll never get back. 3 guitar solos before a word is spoken. A tribute to a founding force. Schubert's Unfinished Symphony. I was 14 and took an orchestra class to learn violin. I was required to go to a concert. At the time I was into angsty screamo. I can still vividly remember hearing that song live. The cellos are incredibly moving. The music transported me to a different place. I became obsessed with learning the violin and got quite good. I still play for my kids each night. The reason I decided to date my wife was she invited me to the opera. Most women I was going out with at the time were more into rock concerts, clubs, or going out shooting and rock climbing. We go to the opera about 4 times a year, not now with COVID, and while I still listen to plenty of other genres, I owe a lot to that incredible memory of Schubert's Unfinished Symphony. Frédéric Chopin, Prelude in E minor, Opus 28 No. 4. I simultaneously love this piece for how simple it is, yet how expressive it is, and I hate it because why is this one of my favorite pieces? Yet to me it sounds like death and I'm pretty young. Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin. I will never forget the first time I heard it. It just hit me as so deeply beautiful and I really can't explain why. It is a masterpiece. Have you seen this piece in Fantasia 2000? It genuinely makes me cry every single time. Sigur Rós of Epke Englar. Had to scroll too far to find Sigur RDS. You could pick any of a dozen of theirs for this and I'd agree, personally love this one. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Sometimes in life we lose loved ones we just wish were here with us. There are so many Pink Floyd songs that work for this. I actually first heard Hey You in the movie The Squid and the Whale. It plays a part in the plot of the movie, that most people had not heard it and a character played it as if it was original. Before the reveal I was reeling, like holy crap, they wrote this beautiful song for this throwaway scene in this movie? Nope. Pink Floyd wrote it decades earlier, because they kicked Donkey. Piano Sonata No. 14, Moonlight Sonata, by Beethoven is the most beautiful piece of music I've ever heard. Every note feels like anguish. To me, I can feel a sense of hesitation between notes sometimes. I've always struggled with my inner self. Not knowing who I am, what I'm made to do, why I'm here, what makes me go, that sort of stuff. And I've never known how to communicate that to anyone. This piece by Beethoven felt like it was communicating to me. Like it was describing what I feel inside. I don't know. It's always spoke to me. And its raw emotion and the way it pokes at my soul is what I imagine true beauty really is. The story behind the sonata is about the pain of unrequited love. It is by far the most beautiful and moving piece I've ever heard. It's so nice to see someone else who feels that way. Death is the Road to Awe from the movie The Fountain. Hands down my favorite movie of all time. You might be the only person I've ever seen reference this movie on Reddit. That movie is criminally underrated. It's a wild flick, man, and the music is so amazing. The soundtrack is like the songs I want on my deathbed as I leave this earth. What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.